Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. Don't forget to subscribe. And today, I want to talk about the push to poison artificial intelligence. This is actually really interesting, and the Register had a good write up on this. But if you didn't know, a handful of industry insiders are calling for those opposed to the current state of affairs in artificial intelligence and technology to undertake a mass data poisoning effort to undermine AI. Now, their initiative, which is being called Poison Fountain, asks website operators to add links to their websites that basically feed AI crawlers to essentially poison training data. This has been running for about a week or so, and AI crawlers essentially just visit websites and scrape data that ends up being used to train AI models. That's essentially a parasitic relationship that is now prompting pushback from publishers and others as well. So, when scrape data is accurate, basically it helps AI models offer quality responses to questions. When it's inaccurate, obviously it's the opposite. It's really that simple. So, data poisoning can take various forms. It can occur at different stages of the AI model's building process as well. It may also follow from buggy code or factual misstatements that are basically on a public website, or it can come from manipulated training data sets like the silent branding attack. That's when an image data set has been altered to present brand logos within the output of text to image diffusion models. Now, this should not be, for the record, confused with poisoning by AI, like AKA making dietary changes on the advice of an artificial intelligence chatbot like a chat GPT, and that could potentially result in harm to a human, hospitalization, even possibly death. We've seen cases of that. Poison Fountain was actually inspired by Anthropic's work on data poisoning, specifically a paper they published last October that showed data poisoning attacks are more practical than previously believed because only a few malicious documents are required to degrade model quality. So, the individual who informed the Register about this project obviously asked for anonymity for obvious reasons, and basically the most salient of which is that this person works for one of the major US tech companies involved in the AI boom. In other words, these are legitimate industry insiders. Now, one source said that a group of that basically the goal of this project is to make people aware of essentially the Achilles heel that artificial intelligence has, basically the ease with which these models can be poisoned, and to encourage people to construct information weapons of their own. The Register was also told, but was not able to verify, that five individuals are participating in this effort, some of whom supposedly work at major US AI companies. And so you've got people on the inside that are seeing this, not liking this, and here they are. Now, I went to that website, and it's actually really interesting if you go to the Poison Fountain website because it gives you the links that you can integrate into basically a website to crawl, or rather, to be crawled by artificial intelligence. And what it does is every time I refreshed it, it just gave me a new set of telling the AI what to do. One set was look like code. Another set was basically like draw a picture of a pelican on a bicycle, and it had a whole bunch of very specific and unique things. But this is actually really interesting. And I think there is good and bad with artificial intelligence. It can be used basically for quick searches, pulling up things, aggregation of links, and all of that. It saved me a lot of time when I'm going through like all these like minutia statutes, for like compliance law in a country and all of that. That allows me then to review the actual sources it's getting it from to make sure that they're actually valid. I don't take it at its word, but it can also do harm, and we've seen it do harm as well. So this is interesting, but I think that poisoning AI is something that we need to talk about because they can be easily poisoned. It's relatively a straightforward process, and they're proving it right now. But at the same token, longitudinally, we have an AI race, but we're also displacing jobs. There's a lot of moving parts here. So whether you love it or hate it, AI poisoning is a thing, and I have a feeling it's going to grow, and we may all be caught up in it in some way, shape, or form, whether it's bad information or we're doing it ourselves. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please, please, please attempt to stay private, informed, and secure. Take care.